well-wishers and my patrons, those who regularly join my class are being requested to participate as early as possible because I am already late. So, this is my fault and I apologize for it. But today, after a long gap, I am going to translate a Bengali passage into English. And this is meant for miscellaneous examination, PSC clerkship, yes, D. Pradhan has resigned and the problem is solved ultimately. Okay. Whatever may be the case, it is undesirable and actually I don't know the issue in depth because something lies behind the screen and that is why I cannot comment. But what I have seen that most of the persons or the students who participated in this hooliganism and protest were not students, were not at all students. But it is very unfortunate that at least 20 or 21 students throughout India with regard to NEET examination committed suicide. This is very unfortunate. I can't accept this because they were the blooming children of India and I cannot accept this unfortunate incident. This is my comment. And with the relation to that incident, in Kolkata too, at Dharmatala, many hooligans participated in rioting, giving slogans, and that is anti-government slogans. That is why in the assembly, the chief minister and his other ministers were compelled to pass a bill that is Gunda Daman Niti, suppressing or punishing the unwanted elements who create problem. But there is a deeper mystery in all this. However, it doesn't matter. Prepare yourself for your examination because you have your own career. And welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. Pushpendu has also joined. And today's topic is translation, and that is why Pushpendu has joined. I think. Otherwise, he would not have joined. I have. Okay. Good night, sir. But you are always welcome to my channel and let us enter the topic because I am already late. Translate into English, and this Bengali passage has been taken from the famous novel Aranyak by Bibhuti Bhushan Bandopadhyay, who also wrote Pather Panchali. And this Bengali passage is really very impressive. Just listen to me. I am first reading the Bengali, and listen to me very carefully and meticulously so that you can keep them in mind. Then, line by line, I will translate, rather transliterate. Okay, I will translate the content only. একদিনের কথা জীবনে, hello sir, yes sir, I am for you, and let us continue. If you allow me, I may go on. You are new, okay, and you see that how I am able to satisfy you. Okay, if you get your requirements or needs, you will be the happiest person, and I too. একদিনের কথা জীবনে ভুলিব না. This is the Bengali sentence. একদিনের কথা জীবনে ভুলিব না. So this Bengali sentence can be translated into different ways. But Puspendu, I have translated like this. I have started the sentence with a negative adverbial, that is never. Never shall I forget a day in my life. When a sentence begins with a negative adverbial, your auxiliary verb must precede the subject. I am translating it into Bengali. যদি একটা বাক্য নেগেটিভ অ্যাডভার্ব বা অ্যাডভার্বিয়াল দিয়ে শুরু হয়, তাহলে অক্সিলিয়ারি ভার্বটি অবশ্যই সাবজেক্টের পূর্বে বসবে। অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ হোয়াই আই হ্যাভ ট্রান্সলেটেড লাইক দিস, নেভার শ্যাল আই ফরগেট আ ডে ইন মাই লাইফ। ওকে, অ্যান্ড if you have some idea in your mind, you may write, and I may agree with you and I may not. Okay, next sentence, সেদিন ছিল 7 ages of man. Thank you. মনে আছে সেদিন ছিল দোল পূর্ণিমা। মনে আছে সেদিন ছিল দোল পূর্ণিমা। ওকে, I have translated, I can remember that it was the day of full moon swing, SWING. It was the day of full moon swing festival. Okay, I can distinctly remember. Okay, in your description box I will give the translation and there will be no problem for you. Okay, I can distinctly remember that it was the day of full moon swing festival. Okay, next sentence, কাছারির সিপাহীরা ছুটি চাহিয়া সারাদিন ঢোল বাজাইয়া জাস্ট follow the Bengali sentence and to construct the sentence in English is a very difficult task if you do not follow the Bengali sentence very carefully. Okay? কাছারির সিপাহীরা ছুটি লহিয়া সারাদিন ঢোল বাজাইয়া হোলি খেলিয়াছে। ওকে, সারাদিন ঢোল বাজাইয়া হোলি খেলিয়াছে। ওকে, what should be the translation? You see, the sepoys of the revenue office, কাছারি বাড়ি English meaning is revenue office, REVENUE, revenue office. Sipahira, the sepoys, SEPOYS. So what should be the translation? The sepoys of the revenue office, comma, taking leave, comma, had been, I have used past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. Had been beating drums, had been beating drums and playing Holi throughout the day. Had been beating drums and playing Holi throughout the day. Okay? Another Bengali sentence, সন্ধ্যার সময়ও, hello my dear participants, let your friends know that I am live streaming a Bengali passage to translate into English and they may join the class. সন্ধ্যার সময়েও নাচ গানের বিরাম নাই দেখিয়া, জাস্ট ফলো দ্য সেন্টেন্স, সন্ধ্যার সময়েও নাচ গানের বিরাম নাই দেখিয়া আমি নিজের ঘরে টেবিলে আলো জ্বালাইয়া অনেক রাত পর্যন্ত হেড অফিসের জন্য চিঠিপত্র লিখিলাম। Again, I am repeating the sentence. You see, সন্ধ্যার সময়েও নাচ গানের বিরাম নাই দেখিয়া আমি নিজের ঘরের টেবিলে আলো জ্বালাইয়া অনেক রাত পর্যন্ত হেড অফিসের জন্য চিঠিপত্র লিখিলাম। ওকে, দেন হোয়াট শুড বি দ্য English translation? I have written like this: when I saw that there was no rest, when I saw that there was no rest from dancing and singing, even in the evening or during the evening, I wrote some letters for the head office. I wrote some letters for the head office in my own room after having lighted a lamp on the table. After having lighted a lamp on the table. May I repeat the English translation? When I saw that there was no rest from dancing and singing, even in the evening, I wrote some letters for the head office in my own room after having lighted lamp on my own table. Okay? Now, next Bengali sentence. কাজ শেষ হইতেই ঘড়ির দিকে চাহিয়া দেখি রাত প্রায় 1টা বাজে। কাজ শেষ হইতেই ঘড়ির দিকে চাহিয়া দেখি রাত প্রায় 1টা বাজে। Hello, let us translate into English. As soon as I completed my work, I have used past tense. As soon as I completed my work, I looked at the clock to see it was about 1 o'clock at night. It was about 1 o'clock at night. Okay, I am repeating. As soon as I completed my work, I looked at the clock to see that it was about 1 o'clock at night. Okay? Now let us come to another Bengali sentence. Okay? শীতে জমিয়া যাইবার উপক্রম হইয়াছি। শীতে জমিয়া যাইবার উপক্রম হইয়াছি। What should be the translation in English? I have written like this. I was about to be frozen. Okay. I was about to be infinitive. I was about to be frozen in winter, or I was about to be frozen in cold. Whatever you may like, you may write like this. I was about to be frozen in cold or in winter. Okay? Another sentence. একটা সিগারেট ধরাইয়া, just repeat the sentence. একটা জানালা দিয়া বাহিরের দিকে উঁকি মারিয়া মুগ্ধ ও বিস্মিত হইয়া দাঁড়াইলাম। What a sentence! Again, I am repeating the sentence. Just follow me. একটা সিগারেট ধরাইয়া জানালা দিয়া বাহিরের দিকে উঁকি মারিয়া মুগ্ধ ও বিস্মিত হইয়া দাঁড়াইলাম। Okay? And my English translation is that I peeped through the window. I have started like this. I peeped, P-E-E-P-E-D. I peeped through the window to have a view outside. I peeped through the window to have a view outside, and I stood mesmerized. And I stood Have you found the ground? What do you mean, my dear Amon? What do you want to say? Okay. Thank you very much. Again, I am repeating. I peeped through the window to have a view outside, and I stood mesmerized, having lit up a cigarette and peeped through the window. You have dropped your subject, my dear friend. Having lit up a cigarette, I peeped through the window and I was struck. Okay? Or I was bewildered. Okay? Again, I am correcting your sentence. Having lit up a cigarette, comma, I peeped through the window and I was struck with wonder. I was struck with wonder. But I have written like this. If you like this sentence, I peeped through the window to have a view outside, and I stood mesmerized. That means I stood being mesmerized. Okay? Another sentence in Bengali. You see that যে জিনিসটা আমাকে মুগ্ধ করিল, follow me, follow the Bengali sentence. যে জিনিসটা আমাকে মুগ্ধ করিল তাহা পূর্ণিমা নিশীথিনীর অবর্ণনীয় জ্যোৎস্না। May I repeat the sentence? যে জিনিসটা আমাকে মুগ্ধ করিল তাহা পূর্ণিমা নিশীথিনীর অবর্ণনীয় জ্যোৎস্না। অবর্ণনীয় জ্যোৎস্না। I have started with noun clause subject to the verb. Noun clause subject to the verb. You see, what made me spellbound? What made me spellbound was the indescribable radiance of the moon. Indescribable radiance, RADIANC, indescribable radiance of the moon, of the full moon night. Of the full moon night. Again I am repeating. What made me spellbound was the indescribable radiance of the moon, of the full moon night. It is from Aranyak by the famous novelist Bibhuti Bhushan Bandopadhyay, who also wrote Pother Panchali. Okay? Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow, stay blessed. And last but not least, I can advise you that the thing that brought astonishment to me was the full moon night beauty. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Your translation is also very good. Okay? Don't you like my translation? What I have written? I have written what made me spellbound was the indescribable radiance of the moon, of the full moon night. Okay? I have written like this. Yes, because you are going to be the officers, and I am a retired person, and this is my hobby, nothing else. Your success is my success. Your progress is my progress. I am progressing towards the end of my life, and your progress is towards the achievement, the success of your life. Thanking all of you. And you know that English has a clear tense system. Don't confuse while using the tenses. For example, I have started my passage in future indefinite tense. Never shall I forget a day in my life. I can remember that it was the day of full moon swing festival. The sepoys of the revenue office taking leave had been, you see, I have used past perfect continuous tense. Had been beating drums and playing Holi throughout the day. When I saw that there was no rest from dancing and singing, even in the evening time, I wrote some letters for the head office in my own room after having lighted a lamp on the table. Okay. As soon as I completed my work, I looked at the clock to see that it was about 1 o'clock at night. I was about to be frozen in winter. Having lighted a cigarette, I peeped through the window to have a view outside, and I stood mesmerized. Okay. What made me spellbound was the indescribable radiance of the moon, of the full moon night. Good night. And if possible, don't forget to subscribe my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. Please make some comment.